Hi, my name is Naomi Joy Gallagher. Today's workout is a 30-minute full body strength and cardio routine. We're going to be working for 45 seconds with 15 seconds of rest. We've got 4 different circuits, and within each circuit we have 3 moves. So 2 will be strength and 1 will be high intensity cardio. If you're not jumping, I'll be offering low impact options along the way. The last circuit will be core focused. I have 2 sets of weights, 1 lighter, 1 heavier. Today I'm going to be using a set of 8 and 10s. Before we get started, if you enjoy 30-minute effective full body workouts, then make sure you give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss my next workout.
Let's warm up. We'll begin with our feet a little bit wider than our shoulders, a slight turnout in the hips. Draw your belly button in and roll your shoulders back and down. Bring your hands to the back of the head. We're going to pull the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then bring the elbows forward. As you're doing this, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Eyes are forward, and we're opening the chest and engaging the muscles of the upper back. Let's do 2 more. And now join me in a squat with your hands in prayer. As you sit down, make sure that your knees are pressing back, your weight is in your heels. Stand up, we're going to circle the arms. So we go down to go up, big deep breaths. At the bottom of the squat, we're in a hip hinge. The belly button is hugged in and the chest is lifted. Now we're going to hold it low, arms go forward. Give me 20 pulses. 1, 2, knees out, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more, come on, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now as you stand up, right palm up, left palm down, you're going to internally and externally rotate the shoulder, trying to touch your hands. Eyes are forward, and we're flowing through this movement, warming up the shoulders. Keep your core tight and eyes up. Do this a couple more times. Great, and now take your feet wide into a lateral lunge. We're going side to side. Hip, knees, and toes are externally rotated. So as you lunge, make sure that your knee is pressing out, your weight is in your heel, and that you're hinging at your hips, pushing your hips behind you. Belly button in. Now we've got our palms down, and we're gonna start to squeeze the shoulder blades together in center. Lateral lunge will be one of our movements today. So we wanna make sure that we have that hip hinge and that our chest is lifted at the bottom of the lunge. Breathe. Awesome, you've got 4 more. 2 more. And 1. Beautiful. Step to the top of the mat. We have an alternating high lunge. Tuck the tailbone under. Reach the arms overhead. And then squeeze the triceps and the upper back as you stand forward. We're switching sides. In our lunge, our knee is stacked over our ankle. Belly button is hugged in. And the tailbone is rooting down. Good. Give me 4 more. Last one. And now let's step to the back of the mat. Feet are in parallel, hip distance. Take a big reach up, inhale. Exhale, full down, stretch the hamstrings. Now we're gonna walk forward into a plank position, hands under shoulders. Squeeze your inner thighs to touch. In planks, really important here that we're protecting the lower back. So you wanna pull your core in, squeeze your booty, activate your thighs, and you can always modify with knees down. When we're weight bearing on the hands, grip your fingertips. So there should be a little bit of space under the palm of the hand. Shoulder blades are wide on the back. And now you're gonna release into a child's pose. So now we're gonna flow here through a push-up. So we go chest right in between hands. We lower down, shoulders back. We press up and we push back to child's pose. Let's try that again. So we come forward, chest between hands. We lower down, eyes to the top of the mat. As you press up, widen your shoulder blades on your back, and then press behind you. Let's try it now with knees up in the full plank. And then as you press up, you're gonna lower your knees to child's pose. If that feels too much for you, you can always keep your knees down the whole time. Eyes are to the top of the mat, core is tight, spine is straight. Awesome, so now we're gonna flow. We have 1 minute. We're gonna go 1 push-up. We press up, we're gonna step to a lunge, step to the right, to the outside of the mat, twist to the right, plant your hand, 1 push-up, and then we do the same on the opposite side. Here we go, we'll start on the left. I'm gonna set my timer 1 minute, 3, 2, 1. So let's start with the push-up. So we lower down, nice and slow, core tight. Now step to the left and twist to the left towards the front leg. Open the chest. We lower down with control. And now we step to the right, opening the twist towards the right leg. Keep flowing. Just go at your own time. In the push-up, you're only going as low to the ground as where you can maintain proper shoulder alignment. So you want to keep your shoulders back and down. I like to inhale on the way down of the push-up and then exhale up, helping to contract the deep core. Remember that your fingertips are like little suction cups. And that's 1 minute. Fabulous. So now we're gonna walk our hands to knees. We're gonna come back to a forward fold. And with a flat back, join me up in standing. Let's finish with a little bit of cardio. So we're gonna take it into jack. Modify, you're doing taps like this. Here we go. So if you're doing the low impact options, we wanna get our heart rate up, but you have to focus on really squeezing your muscles and moving quickly. You might be moving a little bit quicker than those of us who are jumping. It looks like this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, high knees. Let's get those knees up. Modify, it looks like this. You're stacking your hands, moving quickly. Arms are flexed. You're light on your feet. 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, back to jack. Core is tight, we're light on our feet. Last 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. High knee. And we're gonna get this party started. So 3 moves. We're gonna go through each circuit 2 times back to back. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Last 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So first move is gonna be a lateral lunge with an overhead press. So I'm gonna go have my heavier set for this. We open up into the lunge we worked on in the warm-up, and we're gonna bring the weight on either side of the knee, chest up. We curl, press, and we alternate sides, okay? So we're gonna rock and roll, grab your weights. We're starting in 5 seconds. Here we go. Starting, shoulders back, 3, 2, and 1. Timer's on. Now, as we press up and center, really important that you're not leaning into your lower back. Keep your core tight. Squeeze the booty. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Remember that we're in a hip hinge, so you want to push your weight back into your heel and send your hips to the back of the mat. Time. Awesome. Now I'm going to keep my heavier weights. I'm in a basic squat position. My weights are going to be here. Now I'm going to lower down. Then as I come up, I'm going to cactus the arms and squeeze the upper back. Here we go. Grabbing the weights. Starting in this position, we lower down, timer's on, chest up. We come up, cactus the arms, squeeze the upper back. Try and keep the arms lifted. Push the hips back, hold. Push down through the feet. Keep your core tight. I'll show you from the side. So really important that you're not arching your lower back. Keep your belly button hugged in. Press your knees out. I think about engaging my upper core muscles. So underneath the chest where the floating ribs are, I knit those muscles in. Breathe continuously. Time. Okay, weights are going down. We have a plie jack. So now we're here in this wide position. Hands here. We're gonna squeeze the inner thigh and jack up. Okay? Knees back, chest is open. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now low impact looks like this. You're coming up on the balls of the feet, moving quick. Keep your chest open. Shoulders are back. Again, low impact looks like this. At the bottom, press your knees back. Spine is straight. Belly button is in. Time. Awesome. So we're going to repeat all of that one more time. Lateral lunge with an overhead press. Get your feet set up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Spine is straight, chest is up. Breathe. Make sure that you're squeezing your shoulder blades together at the bottom. And that you're pressing your knee out. Time. Awesome. Quick break. Our next move. We're here. Squat to cactus. Core is tight. We're starting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Chest is up. Now we sit back. We squeeze the upper back. I like to exhale to come up. Inhale to lower. Keep your eyes up. You want to be careful that you're not dropping your head down. Chin in, eyes front. Time. All right, back to cardio. So we're in this wide stance now. Hip, knees, toes turn out. Bottom of the squat, hands press into inner knees. We zip up through the inner thighs. 3, 2, here we go. Low impact. Try and move a little faster. Keep your core tight. Flex the upper body. Time. Great. So now I'm going to grab my lighter weights and I'm going to be coming into a rear fly. Feet in parallel, straight back. We fly, little bend in the elbow, squeeze the upper back, and release. Here we go. Timer's on. So hinge, push the weight in the heel, squeeze the shoulder blades together, fly open, close with control. So keep your belly button hugged in. Your eyes are down but to the top of the mat. So watch that you're not looking forward to the wall in front of you. Bend the knees, push the weight into your heels. Think about breathing out as you fly. Hold for a beat at the top. Slowly release with control. 5 seconds. Time. Great. So now we're going to focus on the triceps. So I'm going to bring the weights overhead, elbows in. You can stagger the step or have a wider stance if you're wobbly. More challenge, the legs are hugged together. Here we go, my lighter set of weights, elbows in. Core is tight. We press up, slow release down. Now lengthen your lower back, tuck the tailbone under. Eyes are directly forward. And think about squeezing your upper core muscles, knitting in the floating ribs. And you're widening your shoulder blades on your back as you press. And going slow down, quick up, hold. Sculpting the back of the arm, the tops of the shoulders. Time. Okay, we're in a burpee now. So my feet are like in a squat position. I'm gonna hop up. I'm gonna go all the way down, knees to the ground. As I come up, it's a squat, chest up, and bounce. You can always walk through it if you're not jumping. Here we go. Now try and get your chest all the way to the ground. I have to be careful just because of my mic. Suction cup fingertips. Keep your core tight. Breathe. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Great job. So now we're going to repeat that. Heading back into the rear fly, targeting the upper back. We'll grab our light weights. Keep moving your legs here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. We fly. Release with control. Your jaw, eyes to the top of the mat, down on the ground. Push the weight back into your heels. Keep your core tight. And time. Great, I'm gonna keep those lighter weights. Now I'm gonna come into my tricep overhead press. So the more narrow the stance, the more difficult to balance. So wider stance or stagger will be a bit easier. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Root the tailbone down. Please be careful that you're not dropping your head down. Look forward. Slow to release. Quick to press. Now we're widening the upper back. Squeezing the upper core. Tucking the tailbone under. A little bend in the knees, and we're rooting through the feet. Time. All right, one more round of burpees. So remember, you can just walk this out, just stepping. Start Starting in 5, shoulders are back, 3, 2, go. So my legs are wide in a squat position. And as I'm transitioning up to down, I'm going to keep that chest up, spine straight. Try and go all the way down. Core is tight.
You keep reading between the lines. There's nothing there for you to complicate. We're not aligned. You say you listen, but guessing that's just another sign of growing up. You're growing old.
Time. All right, great. Next circuit is going to be a lower body focused one. Let's grab the heavy weights. We've got a curtsy lunge, free pulse, curl, switch sides. Here we go. Shoulders back, hips are open. Step back on a diagonal for 3, 2, 1. Curl, switch. Push your weight back into your heel. Keep your chest up.
Now if you break it, I can take it. I don't need a prize. Leave out the fact that I am up against 1,000 guys. My intuition efficient, cause I can use my mind. Don't try to tell me how it's done. You haven't done your time.
Squeeze your glutes every time you come up through center. Keep your chest open. Time. Awesome. Heavy weights. We're in a sumo squat, wide, hip, knees, toes turned out. I'm going to go down for 3, knees back, squeeze the inner thighs in to come up. Shoulders are back. Here we go. So we lower, go as low as you can. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Now squeeze the inner thighs.
If you never fall, you don't change at all.
Push down through the feet. Squeeze your booty. Now you want to be careful that you're not doing this. Arching your back, tuck the tailbone under. And go as low as you can with proper form. Time. Okay. Now we have skaters, so we're going side to side. Similar to the curtsy lunge, we leap, hop. You can step this out if you're not jumping. Arms just can move in whatever way feels comfortable. Here we go, timer's on. So just like the curtsy, hip hinge, chest is up. If you have the space, big leaps. Ooh, I'm slipping on my mat. Core is tight. Time. Great, we're gonna repeat that. Back to the curtsy lunge, bicep curl, 3 pulses. Your feet moving. We're starting in 3, grab weights. Here we go. 3 pulses and curl. Time. All right, we've got our sumo squat, 3 pulses at the bottom. Remember what I said before? Root your tailbone down so you're neutral spine. 3, 2, here we go. We're going down for 3. Shoulders are back. We squeeze the inner thighs together as we come up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breathe. And last one. Great, let's put the weights down. This is our last 45-second cardio move now, and then we're gonna be working on our core next. So I want you to give her. I should be careful I don't slip on my mat. Okay, ready? Go. So low impact, just step it out. Keep your core tight, flex the upper body. There. Time. Awesome. All right, let's walk around. I'm going to stop the timer. Let's just take a little bit more time to lower the heart rate. And then we're going to come down for some core work. So I'm going to use one weight for one of the moves on the back. I'm going to use my heavier weight. And I'll show you where we're going. So we're gonna keep going, 3 moves, no cardio. This is all core last circuit. Okay, so here we are. We lay down. As you lay down, pull your abdominals in so your back is flat, shoulders away from ears. Now you're gonna hold your weight on both sides and you're gonna float your legs up to tabletop, back is flat, strong core. So as the arms go overhead, make sure that your lats are engaged under your armpits. We go to about 45 degrees. We're gonna take one leg out, inhale, and exhale out like that. Now, if you want more challenge, we're alternating. If you want more challenge though, you can do a double leg lower and back in, okay? Here we go. So I'm setting my timer, get into position. Please make sure your shoulders are away from your ears and that you're breathing. Okay, here we go. We're starting in 3, 2, and 1. So again, alternating. Hold for a moment at the bottom. Or double leg. So you're only gonna lower your legs as far as where you can maintain the connection to your core, where you're not arching your back. As the weight goes overhead, think about your upper core muscles squeezing. Press the back ribs down. Chin is in and eyes are directly up. If you're more advanced, you're gonna hover those legs above the ground. Cool, okay, put your weights now down. Now we're in a high plank, so we're squeezing the inner thighs together and we're gonna go knee to opposite elbow, nice and slow. So you can always do this with your knees down. Here we go. Inner thighs squeeze in. We go knee to elbow, hold it, press back. Round the upper back slightly, and I'm bringing my whole body forward by reaching forward on my tiptoe on that back foot, squeezing through the core, gripping the fingertips. Keep your chest square and your hips are twisting slightly.
I can stand to feel this way.
Breathe out each time you twist and challenge yourself. I want you to try and touch your knee to your arm. Take breaks if you need to. And time. Good. So now we're going to lay on our belly. We've got thumbs up, arms about mat's width. Reach your legs far behind you, squeeze your core, and we're gonna lift chest and opposite arm to leg. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So we lift opposite leg to arm, belly button in. We inhale to lower, we exhale, we switch. So your arms are wide, they're about mat's width. You're lengthening to lift. It doesn't matter how high you're lifting, it's more about the reach. Pull your belly button in. Squeeze your booty. And keep your pelvis on the floor. So you want to press your pubic bone down. Tuck the tailbone under. Point your toe. And squeeze your glutes. Time. Child's pose. Press it back. Well done. Okay, we're going to repeat those moves one more time. So let's grab our weight. Now this time, a little different. You can go back to the last one that we did like this, but if you want challenge, here we go. We're gonna flutter. So we're gonna hold the legs out, back is flat, arms are held above the head, ribs are in. So remember, you can go back to the first move, which was this. If that's too difficult for you, keep your core tight. Press the back ribs down. Squeeze your core. You're almost here. Breathe. Time. Well done. Okay, we're back into our plank now. Now, if that plank was difficult for you, you could start on your knees, then pop up, go knee, knee, and then lower your knees in between, okay? Here we go. Otherwise, you're in a straight plank. So we go knee to elbow, hold it, and step back. I'm gonna show you that modification again. So you could go knee down, and then you could lift. You could go knee to arm, and then you could just take a little break in between. More advanced though, I want you to hold your knee to your arm, try and squeeze it for a beat, and then step back. So anytime we're planking, it's not just your core and shoulders working. You want to squeeze your glutes and your legs too. Activate your fingertips, pull the energy up from the ground. There should always be a little bit of space under the palm of the hand so you're not straining your wrist. Time. Awesome. So now, this is it, the last move. So we're going back into back extension. Now, if you want more challenge, before we were doing the opposite leg to arm, you can lift everything up together if you like. Ready? Go. We lengthen, we lower. So everything's lifting, arms, legs, and chest. Or you're doing the first option, opposite leg to arm. I like to exhale to lift and inhale to lower. Now, if you want to join me for the last 20 seconds, I'm going to come up and balance now. This is it, the last 20 seconds of our workout. Squeeze your inner thighs together, thumbs up, arms wide, you got this. Yay, we did it. Good job. Awesome. So let's take a little child's pose now. Back. Walk your hands forward, tuck the chin. Awesome. And then join me here in a seated position. I'm going to take my legs out wide, flex the feet, bring the hands to the back of your hips, and rock the weight to the front of your sit bones. With your core pulled in, with your shoulders back, we're going to take a little fold forward, stretching the inner thighs. Now, if this is too intense for you, you can always have your feet together and elbows to knees. Watch that you're not rounding and collapsing. It's helpful to have the hands back here, but if you are more flexible, you can walk your hands forward. Yeah, and for a lot of people, your knees will be bent. My legs are pretty flexible, so please just bend the knees to be more comfortable. Okay, now I'm gonna mirror you. So you're gonna bend your right knee, and we're gonna take a side stretch over to the straight leg. So you're gonna reach your left hand down your thigh, right arm goes up. We inhale, bring your weight to the front of the sit bones, and we're gonna take a little side stretch. Rotate your belly open, reach through your fingertips. Breathe. And now we're gonna turn the belly and the chest towards the straight leg, bow down. And I'm gonna walk my hand to the outside of my shin or foot. If you have the flexibility, maybe you can hold on to the side of the foot. And wherever you're at, whether you're up or down, think about pressing your hand into your leg and your leg into your hand. For me, I can feel a nice stretch in my armpit area and my mid-back. Actually all the way down into the lower back. Good, and then we'll come back, hands behind you, and then let's switch. And you can bend your knee to be comfortable. Hand goes down, we lift now your left arm up, and we're gonna do side stretch, twisting the belly to the right. Breathe. Let's sit up tall. We'll turn the belly and the chest towards the straight leg. We'll bow down and we'll walk our hand to the outside of either our leg, or we'll reach for the outer foot. Now, to get a nice deep stretch in the lower back, you want to think about rooting down through your opposite sit bone. So just be careful you're not lifting that hip up. And then press your hand into foot and foot or leg into hand. Good, one more breath. And now let's come back to center. We're gonna lay down for a spinal twist. We'll start with our knees right over our hips. We're gonna squeeze the inner thighs together. And I'm gonna cross my right leg, so knee over knee. I'm right leg over left. Now I'm gonna lift my hips up and I'm gonna slide my hips over to the right. My legs are gonna go over to the left side. And now I'm just gonna get this timer out of the way. But I'm gonna turn my right palm up, and my focus here is to press the back of the right shoulder down. The left hand, I'm pressing it gently into my right leg, and I'm spiraling the chest open. Make sure that your belly button is hugged in, that you're not arching your back. And if this feels too intense for you, you can always let go of the leg position and just stack your knees one on top of another. Breathe. Great, and then let's come to center and we'll switch. Left leg over right, shift the hips over to the left an inch, and now stack your hips towards the right. Right hand is on top of the left thigh, and now you're gonna open the left palm up and press the back of the left shoulder into the ground. Big deep breaths, relax your shoulders, keep your belly button hugged in. Take one more breath. And we'll release. And now bring your hands underneath your knees. We'll come on up. And we are all done. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss my next workout. I'll see you soon.